Hello everyone, good morning to all. I am Ankita Bhagat, your science teacher from Sajanand English Medium School at Nathej. So students, today we are going to start the new chapter from class 7, that is physical and chemical changes. So in this chapter there are the two parts, physical changes and chemical changes. So students, first we are discuss about physical changes. Now what is physical changes? So in physical changes, we will discuss about change in size, shape, color and state. Again I repeat, in physical changes, we will discuss about shape, size, color and state. Here state means what? So state means there are the three type of physical state, that is solid, liquid and gaseous. So there are the three types of physical state, that is solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Right? So every day you come across a many changes in your surroundings. These may involve one or more substances. Now let us discuss some examples for that. For an example, your mother may ask you to dissolve sugar in water to make a cold drink. Right? So here crystal of sugar particles, it is in solid state. But when you dissolve in water, it converted from solid to liquid state. So here the physical property of sugar is change. So here the physical property of sugar is change from solid to liquid. So these are the physical change. Now the second example we have, that is similarly setting a curd from milk is a change. So setting a curd from milk is a change. So that time milk is in a liquid form. But when it change in curd, it convert in semi-solid state. It means the physical properties of milk is converted into liquid to semi-solid state. So again here change is occur. Right? Now one more example is stretched rubber band also represent change. Here the rubber band is stretched rubber band also represent a change. It means when you stretch a rubber, the length of rubber will increase, and when you free from the force, it become in normal state. So when force apply on rubber, the change of the shape of the rubber band is change. Understand? So these are some changes. Now here some activity is given to you for the physical change. Now let us discuss one by one. Here the first activity is 6.1. In that, cut a piece of paper in 4 pieces. So first of all, take a paper and cut it into the 4 pieces, 4 square pieces. So after that, cut each square pieces further into 4 square pieces. So first you have to cut in a 4 pieces, and after that all 4 pieces cut again into the further 4 pieces. Right? Now lay this piece on the floor or a table. so that the pieces acquire the shape of original piece of paper. So when you lay on the floor or table, can you join the pieces of paper again in original piece? No. Obviously, you cannot join the pieces back to make the original pieces. But here one more question arises. But is there a change in the property of paper? Here, the change in the property of paper? No. Here, only the size decrease of paper. Here, no change in the property of paper. Right? So when you cutting the paper, its size is decreases, but the piece of paper and the original paper have the same material, that is only a paper. Right? So here we conclude that the cutting of paper into pieces is a physical change. Right? Now the second activity is activity 6.2. In that, collect the chalk dust that is lying on the floor near the chalkboard in your classroom. Now take a small pieces of a chalk and crush it into the powder. Right? Now add some water to the dust, add some water to the powder and make a paste. And after that, roll it into the shape of a piece of chalk and let it dry. Again I repeat, take a small pieces of chalk and crush it into the powder. And after that, add a little amount of water and make a paste. Then after, roll it into the shape of a piece of chalk. Let it dry. It is obviously like a chalk. So you observe that crushing the chalk into dust, the same dust can be shaped into the chalk. So here we conclude that the physical change is generally reversible. Now next activity 6.3, to show that the change in the state of material. Now let us start the activity 6.3. For that, take some ice in a glass or plastic tumbler. So first we have to take the ice in a glass or plastic tumbler. After that, melt a small portion of ice by placing the tumbler in the sun. It means keep the tumbler in the sun and observe after some time. So after some time, we observe that the small portion of ice gets melted. The small portion of ice gets melted and water is found. The mixture of ice and water is found after some time. Now what we do? So again we have put a mixture of ice and water in the freezer. Again put the mixture of ice and water of a glass tumbler in the refrigerator and observe after some time what happened. So after few minutes, we observe that the water again change into the solid ice. It again converted into the solid ice. It means it is the reversible physical change. So here we conclude that the change in the state of a material is reversible change. So first of all, water is in liquid state. Again, first of all the ice in a solid state, and again it's melt and again it become in liquid state, and then after when we put in freezer it again become in a solid state. So that's why here we conclude that the state of the change in state of material. Right? Now the next activity we have, that is 6.4. So the activity 6.4, so that the change in the state of substance. Again I repeat, the activity 6.4, to show that the change in state of substance. Now let us start activity. For that, boil some water in container. So first of all we have to boil some water in container. Now see the steam rising from the surface of water. See the steam rises from the surface of water. Now hold an inverted pan by its handle over the steam at the some distance from the boiling water. Now hold the inverted pan by its handle over the steam above from the boiling water. Now after that, observe the inner surface of pan. So after few minutes we observe that water droplets are condenses on the inner surface of pan. Again I repeat, after few minutes we observe that water droplets are condenses on the inner surface of the pan. It means the steam is converted into the water is called condensation. It means the steam is converted into the water, it's called condensation. Right? So that we conclude that the change in the state of substance is a physical change. Again I repeat, the change in the state of substance is a physical change. Now the next activity, that is activity 6.5. So the activity 6.5, to show that the change in color of metal on heating. So when you heat the metal, the change in color, it is also a physical change. Let us discuss in detail this activity. So first of all, apparatus required for this activity is used hacksaw blade, pair of tongue and oxygenated gas flame. Right? Now let us start activity. First of all, take a used hacksaw blade. Take a used hacksaw blade. Now hold the used hacksaw blade with the help of pair of tongue. Hold the used hacksaw blade with the help of pair of tongue. Now keep the tip of the free end of blade on the gas stove. It means heat the tip of the top of the blade, right? So heat the tip of the free end of blade on the gas stove. Be careful while handling a flame, right? Now wait for a few minutes and observe. Now after that, check the color of tip of the blade. When you heating, check the color of tip of blade. May the color is changed or not. Now then after, remove the blade from the flame and observe the tip again after some time. So after some time, we observe that when the hexablade is heated. When the hexablade is heated strongly, it appears reddish. But on cooling, its reddish color is disappear and regains its original color again. Again I repeat, when the hexablade heated, it appears reddish color. But on cooling, the reddish color is disappear and it's again gain the original color. Right? So here we conclude that the change in color of metal on heating is a physical change. Now these are the all example of physical change. So students, just we see the all physical change. So from all these changes, what happening? What you observe from all these changes? So you observe from all these changes are temporary and reversible. We observe that all these changes are temporary and reversible. For an example, when we change the water, when we change the liquid form into, when we change the liquid form water into the ice, we again get back water from the ice. And similarly, in a boiled water, when we change the liquid state into the gaseous form through the condensation, again we get back liquid. One more example, when we dissolve sugar in water. When we dissolve sugar in water through the distillation process, again we get back sugar from the sugar solution. So here we can say that these all are the changes are temporary and reversible. One more thing in the physical change is no new substance or no new products are formed. For an example, if we dissolve sugar in water, at that time the sugar only dissolve in water. The sugar only dissolve in water, that is only change in state. There are no new substance and no new products are formed. And similarly, the liquid state water is changing into the solid state and gaseous state. So that is, in that water remains same. So we can say that in physical change there are no new substance and no new products are formed. And moreover, the physical change is individual properties are retained. For an example, sugar is sweet in a taste. It dissolves in water, it retains its property in water, right? So in this, the process, individual properties of this substance are retained, right? Now here, change only occurs in the physical state, size and appear. So these are the properties of physical change. Again I repeat in short. First property is change. A physical change is temporary and reversible. There are no new substances are formed. And in physical change, the individual properties are retained. And moreover, the physical change only in the physical state, size and appearance. Right? So, there are no any chemical composition is being changed. So, such changes are known as physical change. Now, another definition of the physical change is a change in which substance undergo a change in its physical property. Only in its physical property is called physical change. So students, now our physical change is over here. Now in next session we will discuss about chemical change. So students, our session is over here. Now next video we will upload in next session. Thank you. Have a nice day.